Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Lions Den here on the campus of Manila High School. Andy Maness and Wes Cisco here with you, sitting courtside tonight for the 3A3 District Championship matchup between the Osceola Seminoles and the team hosting tonight's tournament, the Manila Lions. See the Lions coming in with a record of 23-4. Osceola's got 16 wins on their belt this season, and with a packed house tonight, Wes Cisco, this is sure to be a fun one to be a part of. I would say that the majority of these fans obviously are Lions fans, but Osceola brought quite a crowd with them tonight as well.
Yeah, you just can't see them because they're off of camera side, but the Seminole Nation did make it into Manila tonight.
Yep, lots of purple and gold in the building. Of course, lots of black and gold in the building as well. And certainly going to be enjoying tonight's game on this beautiful court. My first chance to see this court in person, and it is very, very beautiful. Starting lineups for tonight's matchup. For the Osceola Seminoles, number 15, Dan Newsom. Number 10, Carl Miner. Number 3, Jarique Scales. Number 11, Zion Spears. And number 1, Greg Hooks. For the Manila Lions, number 0, Trenton Thomas. Number 11, Brian Gonzalez. Number 3, Ty Wagner. Number 10, Dan Ballou. And number 22, Brock Birmingham.
Coach Wimberly looking for another district title. Talked to him earlier today, and he said his team plays hard, competes every night. They went 15-1 in a brutal conference. So they're in their gold uniform with black numerals. Osceola in the purple uniform with the gold numerals.
Of course, both of these teams had to beat a couple of tough teams to get here. Obviously, Manila had to beat Rivercrest. Osceola had to beat Truman.
They're making sure the shorts aren't rolled down. That's a new rule this year. If the waist of the shorts are rolled down, they're told put it back up like it's supposed to be.
So Greg Hooks and Brian Gonzalez jumping for the opening tip, and it goes to the Seminoles. Newsom with it right now. Osceola going to start things off with a three-pointer. Gonzalez goes in to get the rebound for the Lions, and it'll go out of bounds. Stay right here underneath the Seminole bucket. Another quick shot attempt by the Seminoles, and that one will find the bottom of the net. It's Zion Spears putting in a triple for the Seminoles to get things started tonight here in the 3A3 District Championship. Trenton Thomas with it now for the Lions, gives it up to Dan Ballou near the timeline. He's looking for some instruction from Coach Wimberly back here. Nearly had his pocket picked when he turned around to look for instruction from the coach. Here's Ballou with it, coughs it up. Ahead to Dan Newsom. Fast break bucket, and it's now 5-0. Newsom finishing with the left hand.
Good job by Newsom there to use that left hand. You don't see that very often in high school.
Baseline drive, no good from Brock Birmingham.
And another turnover.
Yeah, Gonzalez got the offensive board, but as Wes mentions, coughs it up.
2 quick turnovers by the Lions here. Already down 5-0. A couple of weeks ago they played here in Manila, and Osceola went home with a 30-point loss. And that's probably sticking in the back of their head as another drive by Newsom's good.
They're coming out to a 7-0 lead here to start the championship matchup. Birmingham gives it up to Ballou. Now over on the right wing for Wagner. He nearly coughed it up. Avoided the turnover, three-pointer, corner pocket, no good. Seminoles come down with a rebound, and it's Dan Newsom ahead in the corner. Oh, might have got away for the travel there.
Oh, you can't miss a layup like that.
Yeah, Carl Miner
try to get a little too fancy.
Well, didn't have quite the legs he thought he might have on the way up. A bit short. There's a feed down low to Gonzalez, and a reach-in foul going to be called on the Seminoles. Down on the low post, I think they are going to get Jarek Scales with first personal foul, first team foul of the game.
Tonight's officials are Floyd Shivers, Kenny Faulkner, and Johnny Esters.
Here's Birmingham with it, now over to the right elbow for Wagner. Now back to Birmingham, free throw, jump shot, no good. Almost 3 minutes gone by here in the opening quarter. The Lions still haven't been able to get the lid off the bucket. Coming up with a big stop there as the Seminoles miss an easy layup.
That wasn't a good shot by Newsom there. He was trying to get some contact.
Another missed shot by the Lions, and now here comes the Seminoles once again. Scales over here on the left elbow to Minor. Now they'll back it up near the timeline for Newsom.
0 for 3 to start the game. The Lions. And
tried to double team Zion Spears on the drive there. He went around both defenders, got into the lane.
30-second timeout for Coach Wimberly's Manila Lions.
9-0 is the score with 4:45 to play here in the first quarter. And as Wes mentioned, Coach Wimberly trying to cauterize the bleeding before it gets any worse.
And I'll tell you, he's not happy right now.
Well, definitely not the way you want to start off the championship game on your home court against a conference rival.
And you could hear the Seminole fans in the background.
Lions are going to keep their starting five out on the floor. Same goes for the Seminoles. 4:45 left to play here in the first. See if that timeout will give these Lions some composure and they can put in a bucket. So far, good defense though by the Seminoles. There's a shot from just inside the three-point line that will fall nothing but net. And the Lions are on the board.
Bailey Beluth, a nice shot, Andy.
Here's Newsom with it. Little heat check three-pointer off the mark. Going up to get the rebound is Carl Minor, and he'll poke it out of bounds. It'll go back the other way with the Lions. Another much-needed stop for Manila. There's a lob into the free throw line. A little turnaround jump shot. Good from Ty Wagner. And now the Lions have got a couple of baskets underneath their belt. The lead trimmed down to 5. Under 4 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Newsom with it at the top of the key. Good closeout by the Lions. Great split of the defense there, but a travel called on the Seminoles.
He took one step too many there. If you watch right here. 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Instead of doing a jump stop where he comes down with both of them, he came down with the left foot first.
Foul's going to be called on Osceola. They're going to get Zion Spears with his first. Second team foul for the Seminoles here in the first half. So the Lions to inbound it on their own baseline. Lob into Wagner. Nearly had it stolen away. Triple team now on the sideline. Going for the steal. Lions hold on to it. Birmingham with it. Feed into Wagner, now to Gonzalez. His turnaround, hook shot's no good, but the Lions will get it back. Now here's a drive from Thomas. Thomas tried to go to the right side. It was swatted off the glass. Seminoles going the other way now. Didn't have the numbers, but Jarek Scales didn't care. Took it through 3 defenders, and now the lead back up to 7.
And good job of keeping his head up to see that they were going to let him go ahead and drive in there.
Here's Birmingham with a lean into the defender and a blocking foul called on the Seminoles, so that'll be number 3. And it is going to be Jarek Scales.
And that's his second foul, so he's going to take a seat.
Yeah, he happens to be wearing number 3. Abraham Lopez is going to check into the game for Brian Gonzalez. So trading in a little bit of height. Here's Birmingham leaning right into the defender, and that will be a charge. Birmingham picking up his first.
He needs to step right there and do a little drop step there, because there was no reason for him to keep going.
Under 3 minutes left to play now in the first quarter. The lead remains at 7, 11-4. It was 4:45 before the Lions got their first basket. There's an offensive rebound after the missed shot. Greg Hooks, I believe he's going to be going to the free throw line. Fouled right there on the back end of that. They're going to get Trenton Thomas with his first personal. Second team foul on the Lions here in the first half. First free throws we've had tonight. A chance to extend the lead back up to 9 for the Seminoles. And Greg Hooks will hit the first of 2. Second one falls also. And now the lead matches the largest one of the night. Osceola 13, Manila 4 with 2:35 left to play in the first quarter.
You thought Manila was going to get the momentum there coming out of that timeout.
Birmingham steps into a three-pointer from the right elbow. It'll rim around, but it'll fall. And now the lead back down to 6.
Got the shooter's roll. Another step. Again, he's not coming down on both feet there. See, he goes 1-2. I mean,
didn't miss it by much, but either way, it is Manila ball nearing the 2-minute mark in the first quarter. Oh, Ballou had his pocket picked. Tried to sell it a little bit as well, but instead it's the Seminoles going the other way. Newsom leaning right into the defender, and that will be a charge. The first personal foul called on Newsom. Boy, did he ever come in with a full head of steam there.
Yeah, it was just, that's an easy call to make there.
Good job by Abraham Lopez sliding into position right when he needed to.
He just closed his eyes and take the contact.
Lopez with a quick three-pointer is off the mark. Here comes J.D. Winda, who's into the game for the Seminoles. Deep three-pointer for Newsom. Off the mark.
Osceola settling for too many threes right now.
But they are playing some excellent defense, forcing turnovers. And on the other end, J.D. Winda has his shot blocked. It'll go out of bounds. That's Trenton Thomas.
Good job by Thomas to come back, and he thought he was all alone. That was a little lackadaisical on that drive there, Andy.
Yeah, Winda tried to go from left to right on the layup. They give Newsom a little bit of space. Maybe they just want him to keep shooting it. He's missed his last couple of three-pointers. There's a drive, a no-look feed to Greg Hooks, who scores off the glass. Great assist. 1 minute left to play here in the first quarter. It's a 8-point ball game, 15-7. Osceola leading Manila. There's a deep three-point attempt from Daley Ballou. He's now got 5 in the quarter, and the lead trimmed back down to 5. 45 seconds now remaining in the first. We'll see if the Seminoles want to hold for the last shot, or if the Lions will come out and guard them and force them to make a move. That's what they're going to do. Newsom trying to drive there around the defender, and the Lions going to pick up their third team foul.
Ty Wagner.
There's the inbound. That's Zion Spears trying to take it straight to the rack. And another foul. Well, actually, this one is going to go on Osceola.
Yeah, that was on the rebound there.
J.D. Winda picking up his first. And now with 20 seconds remaining, the Lions will hold for the final shot of the quarter. Try to make it a one-possession game. 10 seconds now. Birmingham goes in motion off the screen, leaves it on the left elbow. Birmingham, top of the key. Three-pointer, nothing but net. 1 second remaining, and we're headed to the second quarter with a 2-point ball game. Brock Birmingham stepping into a three-pointer, makes it 15-13, and we're back with the second quarter right after this on Tubetown.
You've got a lot of choices when you buy home furnishings. There are many reasons to choose Hubbard & Hope Furniture, Blytheville and Osceola. At Hubbard & Hope, you'll find a great selection of furniture, appliances, bedding, and electronics with outstanding service, 6 ways to finance your purchase, and free local delivery. Plus, you'll get a great deal every day on name brands you know and trust. Great deals, outstanding service, and free delivery. You're going to love Hubbard & Hope Furniture, Blytheville and Osceola.
Andy Manus, West Cisco, welcome you back to the Lions Den here on the campus of Manila High School. Manila trailing Osceola by 2, getting ready to start the second quarter of this 3A3 District Championship matchup. A big three-pointer by Brock Birmingham to end the quarter for Manila. Brings the lead down to 2. If you're just joining us, Osceola started out with a hot hand tonight. Opened up on a 9-0 run that lasted to about the 4:30 mark of the first quarter. So the Lions didn't even find the scoreboard till halfway through the first.
No.
And now they trail by just 2.
And if you look here, they just hit that momentous shot here, and now they got the ball to come to start the second quarter.
It's Trenton Thomas, Ty Wagner, Daley Ballou, Brock Birmingham, and Abraham Lopez to start the second quarter for Coach Wimberly. There's a nice little no-look feed to a wide-open Ty Wagner standing in the middle of the lane.
And all of a sudden, the momentum's all shifted to the Lions.
Ties it up. First tie we've had tonight. There's a lob over to Spears, and
Kick ball.
not going to go out of bounds and stay here with the Seminoles. 5 team fouls on Osceola, so they'll have to watch themselves, or they'll be putting the Lions at the free throw line for a big part of this second quarter. Missed three-pointer by Newsom. Now here comes Ballou with it. And they are loving having Ty Wagner in the high post area. You've seen him throw it down there and try to get something set up on offense. There he is again right there in the middle of the post. Little double clutch layup, and he's now got 6 in the game, and Manila on top for the first time tonight. And
Nice
just
drive.
like that, tied back up.
But if you saw the last few shots there by the Seminoles, they're trying all those three-point shots and not going into what got them the lead, which was that last one by Greg Hook's little drive.
And there's a drive by
There's
J.B.
gonna be a
Window. Travel called, and he's wondering what he did there. Take a look at the replay. 1, 2, 3. So the score remains tied. Here's Ballou off the screen to Lopez. Too strong off the glass is Wagner. Got his own rebound, though. Tried to put it back up and draw the foul, but the referee did not agree with his acting job there. Now checking into the game is Chris Littleton. There's the inbound. Birmingham squared up from the corner, but couldn't hit the 3. Seminoles come away with the rebound. Here's MJ Vance, leaned right into the defender, but a blocking foul going to be called on Manila, and it'll be Vance going to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Abraham Lopez picking up his first personal. Take a look at the replay there. Caught him leaning back just a little bit before the contact. So first foul on Lopez. The Bluebirds have made their way out here in the Lions' den. Brian Gonzalez checking back into the game for Manila. And Lopez will head to the Lions bench. MJ Vance off the mark on his first free throw, a chance to give the Seminoles a 1-point lead. And he does so. 2 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. 18-17, Osceola leading by 1.
Watch that knee sticking out there.
Yeah, Wagner trying to set a screen there in the high post. We've been calling it out here for this first half. They're trying to get it into Wagner and kind of run the offense through him in that high post area. Over to Thomas. Thomas now to Birmingham. Tried to lob it into Ty Wagner, but they overthrew it. Now here's MJ Vance, leaves it open in the corner, wide open shot, it'll fall. Zion Spears with his second triple of the game. And now the Seminole lead back up to 4.
They didn't give up that lead for long.
They sure didn't. They tied it back up and now back on top. Here's a right elbow drive for Thomas. Now he'll back it up for Ballou. And again, Seminoles playing great defense. Oh, great drive though there by Daley Ballou. Split the defense with a strong dribble. And now the lead down to 2 again.
Wagner had a sensational screen there to get him open.
Spears steps up to the three-point line. Little heat check shots off the mark, goes over the backboard, and it'll be Manila basketball. About halfway through this second quarter. Okay. 3 lead changes. The game's been tied twice. Oh, half-court pressure being applied here by the Seminoles. There's a feed into Wagner. Wagner right in front of the rim, can't finish. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Manila. And now Newsom will bring it up the floor with 4:14 left to play. He'll be met at the timeline by Trenton Thomas. And there's a little reach-in foul going to be called on Manila. And I think they got Daley Ballou.
They got Gonzalez.
Well, Brian Gonzalez with his first personal. Both teams with 5 team fouls. There's the inbound three-pointer off the mark. Wow, what ups by Gonzalez to go up and get that rebound. Leaves it with Birmingham, and now the Lions have a chance to tie it or go up by 1 here if they can nail a triple. Trying to get something in the high post here. See Gonzalez flashing in and out. Now Wagner's in and out. Wagner has his shot blocked. Gonzalez gets it back. And a travel called on Gonzalez. Take a look at this blocked shot. See Wagner flashing in the post there. Got the look he wanted, but great defense played there by Greg Hooks. And then there was the double dribble. So Seminoles have it with 3:15 left to play in the second quarter. Newsom off the screen, gonna drive right around the defense, dumps it off down low, and a score for MJ Vance.
Good court awareness there to get the ball to Vance.
Ballou steps into a three-pointer, catch and shoot. And Daley Ballou with his second triple of the night. Brings the lead down to 1.
It's been a fast half here, Andy.
Have not had a lot of dead ball situations. Only had 2 trips to the free throw line so far in the first half. Both of them have been for the Seminoles. And with 2:15 left to play, a three-point shot is off the mark by Osceola. Into Wagner. Wagner spins off the defense. Great post move by Ty Wagner.
Great spin, like you said. And the Seminoles just let him have that one. And Manila takes the lead once again. There's a foul there.
A foul is going to go against Brian Gonzalez. That'll be number 2 for him. So Abraham Lopez getting ready to check back into the game. Quick inbound, and it's stolen away. Well, Chris Littleton had a great chance to put that one up twice, and it was poked out of his hands. Now here comes Birmingham.
Littleton did the cardinal error. He bounced the ball. Another offensive foul call there.
Well, Birmingham just leaning right into the defense. And a great job setting his feet for Greg Hooks. Oh, excuse me, that's MJ Vance who set that screen there. And now we've got a timeout called by Osceola. 1:24 left to play here in the first half, and it's a 1-point lead for Manila, 24-23. 17 fouls for Manila, so any more is going to put Osceola at the free throw line for the remainder of the quarter.
Okay, only a 1-point game though. I don't know what.
See the Seminoles drawing up a play here, trying to make sure they get a bucket. Just in case the Lions want to hold for the final shot of the quarter, I would assume. Got to make sure you get one here.
A little, I don't think they would try to hold it right now. Still a little bit too much time on the clock, especially in just going into the half. No one's coming to help get the ball in.
Saw Newsom step to that timeline and think to himself, I better not step over here.
Well, which is fine because it's for going out, in inbound.
One minute remaining in the quarter. There's a double screen at the top of the key. Newsom going to drive now, leaning away from the basket. His shot won't fall. And now 50 seconds remaining. There's the double team by the Seminoles. They'll back off as the Lions bring it up the floor. Oh, Wagner picked up his dribble, nearly drugged that pivot foot.
Blue got away at the foul on the drive a while ago.
Turnaround shot by Wagner, no good from the free throw line. We've seen him hit that more than once tonight, but that time it won't fall. And he will also pick up a frustration foul, I'll call it there, after missing his shot. And that will put the Seminoles at the free throw line. So take a look here. Wagner steps into that shot like we've seen him do. Then he goes for the rebound, and right there, bumping the defender. Greg Hooks will go to the free throw line now. Missed the front end of the 1-and-1, and the Lions chase down the rebound.
This time I could see him holding, trying to get one shot.
24 seconds remaining. Manila leads by 1. They've had a 1-point lead since 1:50 remaining in the first half.
There's an arm bar there. Foul on Zion Spears, his second foul. 16.
And for the Seminoles, number 22, J.B. Weinberg.
$15 seconds remaining. Thomas picks up his dribble, leans against the defender, somehow found the glass, and he's able to score his first basket of the game. Manila leads by 3, 3 seconds remaining. Newsom with a strong drive to the basket and a charge call.
That's 2 offensive fouls by Dan Newsom.
Half-court shot at the buzzer. Oh, Off the backboard, it won't fall, and the Lions, who started off tonight trailing 0-9, now lead by 3, heading into the locker room at halftime. 26-23, Manila over Osceola. We're back with your halftime report from Ritter Communications right after this.
You've got a lot of choices when you buy home furnishings. There are many reasons to choose Hubbard & Hope Furniture, Blytheville and Osceola. At Hubbard & Hope, you'll find a great selection of furniture, appliances, bedding, and electronics with outstanding service, 6 ways to finance your purchase, and free local delivery. Plus, you'll get a great deal every day on name brands you know and trust. Great deals, outstanding service, and free delivery. You're going to love Hubbard & Hope Furniture, Blytheville and Osceola.
Using the internet is like drinking water. Every time you do something online, it's like taking a sip. If you don't have many devices and mainly use the internet for email or social media, you don't need much supply. But if you have a lot of devices, doing things like streaming video or playing video games, you'll need more. We can help you get the right plan that matches the way your family uses the internet. Visit us online to learn more. Ritter Communications, right by you.
How much bandwidth will satisfy your home's hunger? The average household now has more wireless devices in use a day than ever before, including TVs, laptops, tablets, and smartphones. HD streaming and gaming can use large amounts of data and slow down speeds for other users. The more devices you use, the more bandwidth your home needs. So make sure you have enough bandwidth. Get up to 100 megs with internet from Ritter Communications. It's the speed you need to power all your devices. Call today.
You work here, you play here, you live here, and yet most of what you watch on television is about somewhere other than here. Until now, we proudly present Tubetown, TV about you. Tubetown is a Ritter Communications exclusive network featuring local sports, community events, unique and original programming from our community. Tubetown takes what's best about television, what's best about the community, and brings them together. Tubetown, only from Ritter Communications, right by you.
It begins with a click. And no matter where you are, you have countless choices at your fingertips. On the road, on your break, even in your own backyard. A world of entertainment is just a click away. Simply go to rittercommunications.com/TV everywhere to get started. Ritter Communications, connecting you to everything that matters.
Introducing Ritter Home Security. Ritter takes care of protecting what's most important to you, from threats like unwelcome visitors and fire, to making your life easier by putting the control of your home at your fingertips. Use the free app to shut the garage, lock the door, turn off lights, arm the system, and more. You can even turn back the thermostat to help save money on your energy bill. Plus, get a snapshot when your kids get home. It's smart, beautiful, convenient, and ready for your busy life. Ritter Home Security.
Fast-paced first half between Manila and Osceola here in the 3A3 District Championship game. Andy Manus and Wes Cisco coming to you from the Lions Den. And Wes talked about it throughout that first half. Osceola coming in with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. Last time they were here, they dropped a 30-point loss, but opened up tonight with a 9-0 run that lasted halfway through the first quarter, and now we find ourselves at halftime with Manila on top by 3. Just an excellent effort by the Lions, both on offense and defense, to get back in this ball game.
Yeah, and also some poor shot selection by the Seminoles there after Manila started making their comeback. A lot of times they were out around the NBA, the college NBA range trying to shoot three-point shots, and they shouldn't have been doing that.
Take a look at the halftime stats again. 26-23, Manila leading Osceola. Both teams pretty even as far as fouls concerned. Only people that are in foul trouble for the Lions. Ty Wagner's got 2, Brian Gonzalez has got 2, Brock Birmingham's got 2. So both of those all 3 of those starters with 2 fouls, but kind of the same story for the Seminoles. Dan Newsom, Jarek Scales, and Zion Spears all have 2 apiece. So have to keep an eye on those guys as the game continues along. Osceola made it to the free throw line, though. Manila did not. And I think you could contribute Osceola's, you were talking about driving to the basket at the beginning of the game, and they, you know, as you mentioned, kind of strayed away from that, but did get them to the free throw line a couple of times. They missed a couple, but still shooting pretty good percentage there, 3 out of 5.
Yeah, they're shooting 58% from the field, and then 60% from the free throw line. But what's killing them is 2 for 10 from behind the arc.
Yeah, and Manila has also had, talking about behind the three-point line, had a little bit of help from a man named Brock Birmingham. Knocked down a couple of triples there in that first quarter, including 1 at the buzzer. Yeah,
and that's, you know, they're shooting 57% from the three-point line. That's a great stat for high school basketball.
No doubt about it. So, again, 26-23 is the halftime score. Manila leading Osceola here in the 3A3 District Championship matchup. Still got about 4 minutes before the teams come back out here on the court. Wes, what do you look for here in the second half?
Again, Osceola's got to be disciplined. They need to do what they did at the very beginning of the game and get the ball on inside without forcing it and getting some turnovers with the offensive fouls. And Manila just keep what they started going on the inside. They finally got going there, and that opened up the three-point shot for the Lions there towards the end.
We'll see if they keep feeding it into that high post for Ty Wagner and moving the offense through him, or if the Seminoles defense will play like they did in that first quarter and come out and force some turnovers. About 3 minutes remaining here in the halftime break. Teams making their way back out on the court to warm up to start the second half. We'll be back to bring you the third quarter right after this on Tubetown.
How much bandwidth will satisfy your home's hunger? The average household now has more wireless devices in use a day than ever before, including TVs, laptops, tablets, and smartphones. HD streaming and gaming can use large amounts of data and slow down speeds for other users. The more devices you use, the more bandwidth your home needs. So make sure you have enough bandwidth. Get up to 100 megs with internet from Ritter Communications. It's the speed you need to power all your devices. Call today.
You work here, you play here, you live here, and yet most of what you watch on television is about somewhere other than here. Until now, we proudly present Tubetown, TV about you. Tubetown is a Ritter Communications exclusive network featuring local sports, community events, unique and original programming from our community. Tubetown takes what's best about television, what's best about the community, and brings them together. Tubetown, only from Ritter Communications, right by you.
It begins with a click. And no matter where you are, you have countless choices at your fingertips. On the road, on your break, even in your own backyard. A world of entertainment is just a click away. Simply go to rittercommunications.com/TV everywhere to get started. Ritter Communications, connecting you to everything that matters.
Introducing Ritter Home Security. Ritter takes care of protecting what's most important to you, from threats like unwelcome visitors and fire, to making your life easier by putting the control of your home at your fingertips. Use the free app to shut the garage, lock the door, turn off lights, arm the system, and more. You can even turn back the thermostat to help save money on your energy bill. Plus, get a snapshot when your kids get home. It's smart, beautiful, convenient, and ready for your busy life. Ritter Home Security.
Welcome you back to the Lions Den here for the 3A3 District Championship here in Manila, where the Manila Lions currently hold a 3-point lead over the Osceola Seminoles. 26-23 is the score after the first 2 quarters. Nice scoring output from Daley Ballou, who leads all scorers with 10. He had 5 in the first quarter, 5 in the second. Brock Birmingham chipping in a couple of 3-pointers back in the first. Ty Wagner with 8 points for the Lions, all of them coming in that high post area. Zion Spears leading the way for the Seminoles. He's got 8 points. Greg Hooks able to put in 6. And then Dan Newsom with 4. Seminoles going to start the third quarter.
And they all went to their basket for the first half.
That's right. Seminoles open it up with possession here. Newsom, pump fake, short shot, offensive rebound, and it'll be Greg Hooks going to the free throw line, hacked on his way back up.
Fouls on number 10, Daley Ballou, his first.
So a chance to make it a 1-point ball game here for Greg Hooks. He is 2 for 3 from the charity stripe tonight. Give him 3 for 4 now as he hits that one. He's now got 7 points in the ball game, and he makes it a 2-point affair here. A chance to make it a 1-point deficit. Short shot. Gonzalez gets the rebound. And the Seminoles coming out with a full court press here. Did a good job in that first quarter forcing turnovers. They're trying to get back to it here. Here's Thomas. Tried to feed it down low to Gonzalez, and as I mentioned, the Seminoles playing great defense, able to poke that one loose. And how about that? The Lions coming up with a turnover there.
Yeah, they had 2 Seminoles right there, and they didn't know which one was going to get it.
How to get it across the timeline here. There's Ballou. Little hop step there by Trenton Thomas, and they're going to call a travel. So
10th turnover for the Lions tonight.
And a lot of those have been forced errors by the Seminoles. That one unforced, but Osceola gets it back with a chance to tie it up, maybe go up by 1.
Don't forget, both these teams will be in action in Truman next week for the regional tournament.
Skip pass on the right elbow for Newsom. Newsom finally finds himself a triple. He's been shooting from that range all night. Finally puts the Seminoles back up by 1. Thomas spins in the paint. Beautiful move to find the glass.
Like you said, you took the words right out of my mouth. Beautiful spin move there by Thomas.
Just like that. Manila back on top by 1. Newsom
Back to back.
And now Osceola back on top. 3 lead changes so far here in the third quarter. Birmingham thought about answering there, but decided to pull that one back down. Now there's the double team. Backed him up near the timeline and going to bump him a little bit with the body, so they will pick up a foul. That'll be Zion Spears picking up number 3. So he's going to come out of the game, and checking into the game is going to be J.D. Winda.
And it's kind of like he knew. He went straight to the bench.
Here's Wagner. Thought about the 3, but he'll drive in. Now turns around, gives it back to Thomas. Thomas on the drive. A couple of pump fakes. So Birmingham tripped over his own feet, lost it, but the Lions hold on to it. Wagner, baseline jump shot, no good. Going up to get the rebound, Jarek Scales. 3-on-3, 3-pointer, Newsom. Trying to go back to back to back, can't get it. Offensive rebound, the putback is no good. Stefan Coleman trying to clean up the glass there. Now here's the double team in the backcourt. Birmingham out of control with a floater, runs into the defender, and Birmingham will pick up his third personal foul.
Foul charge number 22, Mark Birmingham, his third, team second.
And all 3 of his fouls have been offensive.
So the lead stays at 2 for the time being, 30-28 Osceola over Manila. 4:25 left to play here in the third quarter. They give Newsom space once more. He'll let it fly. Long rebound stays with the Seminoles and a baseline drive by J.D. Winda.
J.D. Winda, 2 points.
Puts the lead back up to 4. There's a little shot from right in front of the rim by Daley Ballou.
2 points.
Blue's got 12 now. Now we're in that zone. Osceola's just content just to stand right here. As long as they're going to give it to them, they're up.
Well, Greg Hook's just going to stand here and dribble. 3:25 left to play here in the third quarter. They're just going to let time tick down here. Coach Wimberly played a little bit of a chess match here. He's having kind of a stare down here with
but he knows he's going to get the ball to start the fourth quarter no matter what happens.
I love it. The 2 coaches kind of shooting glances back and forth at one another, seeing it's like a match of chicken. Who's going to break first?
Yeah. Like you said, well, this is a chess match right here between these 2.
Osceola doing a little bit of coaching over here now that they've got the ball on their end of the floor.
I just hear our producer now, Brandon Reed, wanting to go, this is why you need a shot clock.
Well, he took the words right out of my brain. I was going to say it, but I know you're against it. So 2:14 left to play now. Now the defense starts to close off a little bit. Newsom travels. Held it for a minute and a half and got no points out of it.
That's what you get for doing that as well. I mean, sometimes you think it's a good strategy, but right then you're taking yourself out of your rhythm that got you the lead. I don't understand why they would do it at that point in the game.
Here's Ballou trying to draw a foul here, working against Winda. He's going to drive, free throw line, jump shot will fall. Friendly roll plays in favor here for Daley Ballou. 14 points in the game for him, and he ties it up at 32. So now here's Newsom to Scales. 1:35 left to play in the quarter. Are they going to do it again? Scales said no, let's run it. Here's Hooks, splits the defense. Right in front of the basket, good. And whistle blown, but I'm not.
There's going to be a foul, and that's going to be on
J.D. Winda.
his second. Our vantage point, we couldn't actually see what happened there. But
Ballou, no look pass to Wagner. Head fake, but a travel.
He never did put the ball on the floor.
He is upset with himself right now as well. Drew the defender in the air. Now Hooks Gonna work to the Lions logo. Back over to Newsom. Under a minute left to play, 34-32. Three-pointer for Scales. They left him open and he drained it. First three-pointer of the game for Scales. He's got 5 in the game and the lead is up to 5. .20 seconds remaining in the quarter. Birmingham working against Scales. Backed up near the timeline. 10 seconds remaining now.
Got a timeout for Coach Wimberly. He knows it was 4 on the 5 count. Calls a 30-second timeout.
7 seconds remaining in the quarter. 37-32. Coach Wimberly arguing with the referee right now.
30-second timeout.
He was not giving him the time of day either. Take a look at the Seminoles there.
It's interesting, I took a survey out to officials, and they said it's moving the closely guarded from 6 foot to 3 foot. I like that, personally, because, I mean, 6 foot's a long ways away.
That's a whole body's worth.
Yeah.
Coach Wimberly still over here kind of arguing his case a little bit. I'm not sure about what. Here's Lopez, three-pointer, corner pocket, no good. Offensive rebound, Wagner's put back, no good. And we're headed to the fourth. Lions could not get a bucket there to end the third quarter. And so they will head to the fourth and final quarter here in the 3A3 District Championships on their home court, trailing by 5. 37-32, Osceola on top. We're back with the fourth quarter right after this.
You've got a lot of choices when you buy home furnishings. There are many reasons to choose Hubbard & Hoke Furniture, Blytheville and Osceola. At Hubbard & Hoke, you'll find a great selection of furniture, appliances, bedding, and electronics with outstanding service, 6 ways to finance your purchase, and free local delivery. Plus, you'll get a great deal every day on name brands you know and trust. Great deals, outstanding service, and free delivery. You're gonna love Hubbard & Hoke Furniture, Blytheville and Osceola.
Welcome back to the Lions Den. Fourth quarter between Manila and Osceola. Seminoles on top by 5, 37-32. Andy Manus, West Cisco here with you for the 3A3 District Championship in Manila. So the Lions will come out to start the fourth quarter with all 5 of their starters. Osceola coming out with Newsom, Scales, trying to get a feel for who's out on the floor for him. Newsom, Scales, Hooks, Winda. Don't see Minor out there. They got Stephon Coleman in there instead. Quick shot for the Lions, off the mark, offensive rebound. And with bodies all over him, Trenton Thomas now headed to the free throw line.
Foul charge to number 0.
Well, he was draped in purple and gold there.
Stephon Coleman picked up the foul.
First one on Coleman. Thomas is off the mark. His first trip to the free throw line. Second one will fall. Lead trimmed to 4. Scales getting some instruction here on the sideline.
Kind of holding it again. And I'm telling you, Andy, I think this is not a good strategy when you got momentum on your side.
1 minute now gone by here in the fourth quarter. Oh, they had window over here on the baseline open in the corner. There's a feed down to Coleman, a nice touch pass to Winda. And Winda from the right side of the post will score.
Good job to get the defender in the air to make that extra bounce pass.
Birmingham now on the drive, gives it up to Wagner. Baseline drive for Ballou.
Blocking foul. Okay, just a little late.
Well, Ballou tried to throw that one in too.
Foul charge number 1, Greg Hooks. His first.
Almost got the friendly roll.
At the line for the Lions, number 10, David Blue.
Greg Hooks picking up his first personal foul. This will be the first trip to the free throw line for Daley Ballou. This is only the second time that the Lions have been at the free throw line the entire game. Ballou hitting the first one, a chance to make it a 4-point ball game right here. Second one falls, and the lead is at 4 for Osceola now.
Manila's extending this out to full court.
Oh, and there's a turnover there. Oh, ran right into a cheerleader. That probably did not feel very good for her. Dan Newsom just basically, we're talking about taking her breath away. Here's Bailey spinning, drives, floater is good.
2 points.
So Daley Ballou now with 4 points in the quarter, 18 points in the game, makes it a 2-point ball game. Here's Newsom with it on the right elbow.
Osceola try to flash and get a quick steal. And good job by Manila to go ahead and get that bucket.
This poor cheerleader over here is still holding on to her chest. 3-pointer for Newsom, short. Thomas comes down with the rebound. And now here's Daley Ballou. Steps up to the top of the key. Thought about launching when he does. It's short. Birmingham tracks down the rebound. Tried to feed it to Gonzalez on the low post, but it's stolen away. Now Newsom one-on-one. Fast break bucket is good.
2 points.
Lead back up to 4. Here's Thomas. Leaves it in the corner for Wagner. Wagner drives, stops in front of the basket. It'll get the friendly roll and fall.
2 points.
And after the basket, a timeout called by Manila. It'll be a 30-second timeout with 5:01 remaining. 41-39, and actually we're going to change it to a full.
Yeah, Coach Wimberly asked for a 30.
We'll go ahead and step aside for a quick timeout with them. 41-39, 5:01 left to play here in the fourth quarter.
Using the internet is like drinking water. Every time you do something online, it's like taking a sip. If you don't have many devices and mainly use the internet for email or social media, you don't need much supply. But if you have a lot of devices, doing things like streaming video or playing video games, you'll need more. We can help you get the right plan that matches the way your family uses the internet. Visit us online to learn more. Ritter Communications, right by you.
Andy Maness, West Cisco back here with you. Fourth quarter between Manila and Osceola. Tight ball game with 5:01 left to play. 41-39, Osceola leads Manila by 2. If you're just joining us, Manila hopped out to a 9-0 lead back in the first quarter. Manila led by 3 at the end of the second, 26-23, and since then it has been a back and forth affair. Right now, Osceola on top by 2. Had 4 lead changes, 1 tie ball game since the start of the second half. Osceola going to try to put in a basket here and make sure that Manila doesn't have a chance to tie it up. And then there's a foul called on
Are they going to
Gonzalez.
call on the floor, though? Yep, they're going to call that one on the floor. I thought it was.
Coach Wimberly not happy about that at all. Birmingham and Gonzalez, I believe, just got charged with his 4th. He did. So 2 quick ones on Brian Gonzalez. He's going to check out of the game. No, he's not going to check out of the game. They're trying to get a little breather in there for a couple of players, Ty Wagner and Brock Birmingham. Osceola to inbound it. Lob out to Newsom. Oh, and a little reach-in foul called on Trenton Thomas. Coach Wimberly is pleading his case right now. He just told the referee they do that every trip on our end. Didn't have a hard time hearing that because he was yelling it. Scales splits the defense, gets it over to Newsom. Manila trying to force a turnover here. There's a foul called on Manila. Greg Hooks going up for the shot. Right
Ty
there.
Wagner, his 3rd.
Woo. That's a rough foul.
Yeah, the reason he got it is because he kept going down after he got the ball.
Hooks off the mark on his 2nd, so the lead stays at 3, 42-39.
A lot of ball game left, Andy.
Yep, 4:15 to play here in the 4th quarter. Here's Ballou with it. Oh, good defense being played over on that far sideline by Spears. Here's Wagner on the drive. Somehow found the glass, and he'll go to the free throw line with a chance to tie it up. Watch Wagner here on the drive, find the edge, just enough space to get by the defender and find the glass. Greg Hooks, nope, beg your pardon, it'll be Chris Littleton picking up his first personal. And Ty Wagner ties it up at 42, 4 minutes to play. And once again, the Seminoles return to stall ball.
With a tie ball game, not like that. And I do not like this right now. Not this much time left. You just take, I know they're trying to take the air out of Manila, but you're actually doing it to yourself. They played a great basketball game. I just don't understand why they're doing this.
Now with 3:13 to play. Well, the question is, Wes, how much time are they going to let tick off the clock here? Now we're under 3 minutes left to play. There they go with 2:35, and they force another turnover.
That's exactly what I'm talking about right there. Now we got a timeout called by the Seminoles.
2:36 left to play, a minute and a half taken off of the clock here.
It'll be a full timeout.
42-42 with 2:36 left to play. We'll take a quick timeout with them. We're back with more fourth quarter action from the 3A3 District Championship on Tubetown.
Have
Welcome back to the Lions Den, 42-42. 2:36 remaining between Manila and Osceola here in this district championship matchup. Seminoles trying to play a little bit of stall ball. Took about a minute and a half off of the game clock here in the fourth quarter, and then promptly turned it over for the second time. So now the Lions with a chance to take a lead here late in the fourth.
Coach Wimberly won that chess match on that one because he told his kids, now attack, and it took Osceola off guard and the errant pass.
Here's Newsom left open behind the three-point line. Now he'll back up near the timeline, looking for a screen there. He'll work in and out. There's another screen. Newsom steps up. Over to Scales. Under 2 left to play now.
Both teams with 3 timeouts remaining. .137 now. Newsom standing near center circle. He and Scales playing a bit of a game of catch here. And now the Seminoles return to stall ball. Will it be third time's a charm, Wes? Well, I tell you, I can almost understand why he did it. I just didn't understand why he did it so early. Because, you know, in the back of your mind, he's like, hey, they beat us 30 last time out in this gym.
Well, and potentially the Seminoles have an opportunity, if they can hold on to it, to take the last shot of this quarter.
Yeah.
Under a minute left to play now. And the Lion fans are letting the Seminoles hear it. Under 40.
I think every time they've done this, they have not scored off of it, Andy.
Oh, they've done it. They've done it twice now. Both times they've turned it over.
We may have some free basketball here at Manila.
Yep, now with 20 seconds left, we'll see if the Seminoles can put this one away. Ten seconds. Here's Scales. Picks up his dribble. Back to Scales. Scales, deep three-pointer. Off the mark. Fighting for the rebound.
Manila basketball.
Manila gets it. 1.3 seconds remaining. Coach Wimberly calls his final timeout. And yet again, the Seminoles' stall ball tactics do not work out. And that's a close one, Wes. That ought to be Osceola basketball.
Yeah, but in high school, you don't go to the monitor.
You don't go to the monitor, but that ought to be purple and gold ball.
Timeout charge for the Lions. The fourth, a full timeout.
Certainly can't fault the refs as quickly as all that happened. Obviously, you and I do have the benefit of the replay here.
The slow-mo.
Ooh.
I got a feeling we're going to have 4 minutes put back on the clock.
Well, we saw Brock Birmingham drop in a three-pointer back in the first quarter as time expired. We may see him square up for another one. He has not scored since that three-pointer.
There is plenty of time. Depends on how much Osceola, how they're going to do it. Looks like they're going to go full court.
Can't foul the shooter, though. That would put Manila at the line, and all they'd have to do is hit one. Looking to inbound it. They get it into Birmingham. Birmingham, three-pointer. Oh, it's just off the mark. Coach Wimberly wanted a foul, didn't get one. Birmingham wanted a foul.
You're not going to get that one.
And now Coach Wimberly high-fiving the referee, getting a little bit of friendly action going on here. So 4 minutes put on the clock. We've got overtime coming up in the 3A3 District Championship from Manila. Better not go anywhere. We're back with the first overtime period right after this.
How much bandwidth will satisfy your home's hunger? The average household now has more wireless devices in use a day than ever before, including TVs, laptops, tablets, and smartphones. HD streaming and gaming can use large amounts of data and slow down speeds for other users. The more devices you use, the more bandwidth your home needs. So make sure you have enough bandwidth. Get up to 100 megs with internet from Ritter Communications. It's the speed you need to power all your devices. Call today.
Andy Maness, West Cisco, welcome you back to the Lions Den. Free basketball coming up for you in the overtime period between Manila and Osceola. All knotted up at 42. West, this game has been tied since the 4-minute mark of the fourth quarter. We've got 4 minutes to play in the overtime period.
And I tell you, it was just and I was telling you, I didn't like the way Osceola took that. I don't mind you seeing it with a minute and a half or so like they did that last one. But before then, when they did it, it did not work for them then either.
So now it'll be Lopez and Hooks at center circle to jump once again. Lopez, Ballou, Birmingham, Wagner, and Thomas. And it'll be Scales, Spears, Hooks.
Oh. Didn't go all the, it's got to go all the way up.
So Hooks.
So
Hooks a little bit early on that, so they'll have to re-jump for it.
No.
Oh, no.
No, that goes to Manila.
Oh, okay.
That goes to Manila.
Scales, Hooks, Spears, Newsom, and MJ Vance, the 5 out on the floor for Osceola.
And I believe that that Manila will also get the arrow.
There's a steal. Scales ahead. Spears finishes, and he'll go to the free throw line. Foul going to be called, I believe, on Trenton Thomas. Just trying to keep him from making a basket there, but you see him come down right on top of the head of Zion Spears. Spears in double digits. He gets the and one, and Osceola up by 3. There's Birmingham with a spin. And a charge called on Brock Birmingham. Wes, we talked about it all game long. 4 personal fouls on Brock Birmingham. All of them are offensive.
Yeah, he just doesn't have the brakes there. Just runs over the defender.
Scales over to Newsom. Finds MJ Vance in the corner. No, excuse me, Spears rather. 3 minutes remaining now. Here's Spears. Back out to Scales. Now over to Newsom. Oh, got away with the travel big time there. Scales with a nice pass down low for Vance, and Vance will score from right underneath the basket. Boy, that missed call winds up in a bucket for Osceola. And now here's Ballou working on Spears, trailing by 5. There's the screen, the pick and roll. Ballou will go to the free throw line. 20 points in the game for him, a chance to make it 21. And that would bring it back down to a 2-point ball game. Foul is going to go against Greg Hooks, just his first personal. And Ballou does make it a 2-point game, 21 points on the night for him.
Manila picks up the pressure.
Newsom goes right around the defense, leaves it with Spears. Spears for 3, off the mark. Birmingham with the rebound, but a foul called underneath the basket. If that's on Birmingham, that's number 5. I didn't even see what happened, Wes.
I didn't either.
It looked like Birmingham went straight up to get that. Oh, Coach Wimberly A little heated over here. And Vance hits the front end of the 1-and-1. Makes it a 3-point ball game. Still a 1-possession game if Vance misses this. He doesn't. And it's a 4-point ball game. 49-45. Full court press coming on here for the Seminoles. And they force a turnover. Here's Vance. Off the mark.
Shot.
Scales got the rebound, and with 2 minutes left, they're going to back out and reset the offense. Smart move there by Jarek Scales. And then there's the foul.
Foul charge number 24, Abraham Lopez, his second, team
10th team foul for the Manila Lions, so Osceola's going to shoot 2.
Scales off the mark on the first one. Coach Wimberly still trying to get his money worth down here. Scales missed them both. 4-point ball game. Full court press once again being applied by the Seminoles. Here's Ballou with it. Gets it over to Wagner. Wagner baseline jump shot, too strong. Thomas gonna foul Scales once again, send it back to the free throw line.
That's 4 on Thomas.
Scales 0 for 3. He's got 5 points in the ball game, and Manila needs him to miss one more. And he does. He airballed that one. And the Lions Den's letting him hear it. Scales will come out. Checking into the game is Chris Littleton. Here's Ballou with it. Leaves it for Thomas. Steps into a three-pointer. Got it! And a timeout immediately called by Coach Wimberly. And it is a 1-point ball game. 1:23 left to play. 49-48. Let's keep it right here for the timeout. Boy, Manila needed that three-pointer. Trenton Thomas stepped right into it.
Yeah, that's on. Osceola hasn't been hitting their free throws here going down the stretch or their shots. And it's leaving Manila right in this ball game.
Yeah, 4 missed free throws by Jarek Scales. And then there's that three-pointer just seconds ago by Trenton Thomas. Yeah, the double team left Thomas wide open for that. Taking a look at both teams here. Seminoles out of the timeout with the basketball.
Lions going full court.
They get it into Newsom. Newsom, no look pass to Vance, and Vance will score, but he goes down hard, holding his tailbone.
And that's going to be 5 on Brian Gonzalez.
And Joe Vance, 2 points. Foul charge number 11, Brian Gonzalez. This kid.
Now we got a conference. Let's look at the replay here, Andy.
Oh.
Well, I see what happened. There was 3 Lions that kind of got their feet tangled up. And right there, the undercut, that's what they got. But it wasn't actually Gonzalez's fault because the 3 Lions.
Well, and it should it not be MJ Vance at the free throw line? Because right now they've got Jarek Scales up there.
Well, did he get hurt and go off the bench though?
I guess he did. I don't see him out there. Scales, after missing the last 4, will hit that one, and it is now a 4-point lead once again.
I think that's what the coaches were talking about with the official, because we had a substitution for the injury, and whoever comes in can shoot the free throw.
Thomas goes up strong and is swatted by Greg Hooks.
Foul charge number 1, Greg Hooks. His third, team 7. At the line for the Lions, number 0, Trenton
So
Thomas.
Thomas, who's 1 for 2 from the free throw line tonight, 8 points. Off the mark on the first one. Still a chance to make it a 3-point ball game. Off the mark on both of them. And a quick foul called. That will send Dan Newsom to the free throw line.
No one reported it. Nobody reported it.
Ty Wagner picking up his 4th. I guess they did it from far away. I didn't see it either. Oh, how about that for a friendly roll, or an unfriendly roll, I should say.
Still
Got the
just a
second
2-possession game, though, Andy. We got a hold on
Zion Spears.
Spears. So that's going to put Manila on the free throw line with no time coming back off the floor. That's not a smart foul.
Yeah, Spears picking up foul number 4 with 1 minute even remaining here in the overtime period, 53-48. So Ballou, 3 for 3 so far tonight.
At the line for the Lions, number 10, David Ballou.
Second one won't fall. 53-49, 58 seconds remaining.
Blue picks up a quick foul.
Number 2 on
Foul
Ballou.
charge to number 10, David Ballou, his second. At the line for the Seminoles, number 11, Zion Spears.
Spears going to come to the line to shoot 2. He's 1 for 1 for the night. First one's up and good.
Spears now with 12 points on the evening.
2 timeouts remaining for the Lions, 4 for the Seminoles.
(55-49). 3-pointer. Nothing but net. And a timeout called by the Lions. 3-point ball game, 55-52. Well, it doesn't get much bigger than that shot right there to try to keep your team in this game.
And I think they're down to 1 timeout now. been a great ball game for our last one here on Tubetown.
They have no timeouts left.
Well, you're supposed to get one at start the overtime, but I thought that I still show them with a 30. Maybe they took a 30 earlier.
50 seconds remaining here in the overtime period. Taking a look at the Lions there, Coach Wimberly talking some things over. The Seminoles come out of the timeout with Scales, Newsom, Hooks, Spears, and Littleton. Lions come out of the timeout with Ballou, Thomas, Wagner, Lopez, and you see right there Austin Harmon picking up his first personal foul. 49 seconds remaining.
Newsom's 1 for 2 from the free throw line.
At the line for the Seminoles, number 15, Dan Newsom.
Hit one, we're back to a 2-possession game.
Off the mark on the first one. If he misses this, a chance for the Lions to come back and bring it within one or tie it. J.D. Winda checking into the game. Newsom does not miss his second. 56-52, 4-point ball game. Here's Bailey calling for a screen. Excuse me, Ballou rather. And a quick foul called on Osceola as Ballou.
Zion Spears picks up his 5th personal foul.
Take a look right there, just kind of went up with the body.
Yep.
So Daly Ballou back at the free throw line. Chance to make it a 2-point ball game. Got the first one. This will make it 56-54. Got it. So expect a quick foul here to put the Seminoles back at the free throw line. Or how about the Lions coming up with a turnover? Dan Newsom picking up a foul, trying to chase down the loose ball.
No, it's just they told him it was out of bounds.
Oh, okay. I thought he was signaling for a foul there. Watch as Daly Ballou goes for it right there. And then last touch, yep, right there at the end of that by Dan Newsom. He just poked it out with his fingertips.
Osceola calls a full timeout here. 39.8, it's going to be a dandy 39-8, Andy.
Well, especially if Manila can hop up there and tie this one up or take a 1-point lead. This place, Wes, is just as loud as it was when we got here.
And I don't think it's going to die down any. Manila basketball, 39-8 left to go.
Wagner, Thomas, Ballou, Harmon, and Lopez. There's the inbound to Thomas. Thomas will score. They lost track of Trenton Thomas, and he ties it up.
Now they're going to go for one again.
I think they are. Newsom looking at the referee, seeing if he started the count yet. Under 20. Osceola is going to hold for the final shot here. 10 seconds.
They waited too long to start the drive, Andy.
Newsom.
Offensive foul. Third offensive foul on Dan Newsom.
And that's free throws.
They're calling it a charge, so there will not be free throws.
.7 seconds left, just like the end of the fourth. Into Ballou. Ballou, 1 second left. Launches it. Short. Well, how about this, folks? What a way to spend your Friday night.
Who wants to go home?
56-56. The second overtime period coming up here from the Lions Den, right here on Tubetown.
You work here, you play here, you live here, and yet most of what you watch on television is about somewhere other than here. Until now, we proudly present Tubetown, TV about you. Tubetown is a Ritter Communications exclusive network featuring local sports, community events, unique and original programming from our community. Tubetown takes what's best about television, what's best about the community, and brings them together. Tubetown, only from Ritter Communications, right by you.
Back here at the Lions Den, Andy Manus, West Cisco ready to start the second overtime period between Osceola and Manila, 56-56. It's just unbelievable what has happened so far in this game. I mean, that entire overtime period, you thought that Osceola might pull it out. They took a 3-point lead to start things off, and somehow Manila came back to tie it up with 30 seconds remaining.
5 there for a little while too. But I tell you what, they took their wind out of their sails once again by trying to play the stall ball.
So Hooks and Thomas ready for the jump once again. Whoop.
They'll have to re-jump that one.
Yep, neither one of them got it. Last time Hooks jumped up and swatted it back on the way up. Watch how high Hooks jumps also. Ooh, he's got some hops. He wins the tip again. Scales will bring it across the timeline. There's the screen. Scales drives, dishes it off in the corner. 3-point shot for Newsom. Short. Thomas comes down with a rebound. He's going to bring it up the floor. Euro step, can't finish. Great drive, great look, just couldn't finish it. Now a wide open shot in the corner for Scales. Off the mark, offensive rebound. Putback's no good, another offensive board. Bailey Ballou picking up his third personal foul. Kind of hugged MJ Vance at the end of that. I don't know. Trying to hold him upright, I believe. Vance off the mark.
That was just trying not to hurt the kid.
Second one will break the tie. It's a 1-point lead here for Osceola. Wagner's shot from the free throw line is blocked. Seminoles now taking it back the other way. Scales leaning away. Off the mark. Seminoles stole it back. And Ballou, triple team, gets it to Thomas. Now back to Ballou. He'll bring it across. 2:52 to play.
Foul on Scales as he's all over Ballou.
And that will be 2 free throws coming up for Ballou. A chance for them to go up by 1.
He's already got 27 points on the night, Andy.
First one will fall, ties it back up.
You see Manila's dropping everybody back here.
And Manila back on top by 1. How about Newsom splitting the defense, dumping it off down low. Vance can't finish though. Tracking it down is J.D. Window to get it back. And now Scales will reset the offense with Newsom at center circle. Newsom, three-pointer, right elbow, short.
He's missed every three-pointer except for those two that went back-to-back.
Oh, that's right, he did hit them back-to-back. Now here's Ballou making his way past the entire defense. No-look pass for Wagner. Wagner will score. Manila up by 3.
And this place is going to explode if Manila comes back and wins this ball game. We got a timeout called by the Seminoles. It'll be a full timeout.
A full timeout.
1:49 left to go.
60-57 is the score. And this matches, Wes, the largest lead of the night for Manila.
And what a job by Daley Ballou, the Manila Lions. 29 points tonight. He is 6 for 6 for the field, 8 for 9 from the free throw line, 3 for 6 from three-point range. That's phenomenal.
Taking a look at some of the fans here in the Lions Den. Again, a packed house here tonight. They're not wearing black and gold, they're wearing purple and gold. Again, you can't see all the Seminole fans because they're all sitting over here on our side of the court where the cameras are not pointed, but they have brought quite a caravan with them tonight. Here's Newsom, leaves it with Littleton. Out the top of the key for Hooks.
Record just defeated Bay, 57-52 in the 2A3 finals.
Littleton with a hop step, makes it a 1-point ball game. Littleton's first points of the night.
We got another timeout by 32nd timeout this time by Osceola.
Again, a 1-point ball game, 60-59 after that bucket from Chris Littleton. Come a long way tonight's game, Wes.
It is. This one's been a great game, especially after just a couple of weeks ago. We talked about this earlier. It was a 30-point contest. Osceola came to play, and Manila came like, okay, we can play with you.
11 lead changes. The game has been tied 5 times. Manila need a basket here to extend their lead, trying to keep Osceola at arm's reach. Oh, Thomas picked up his dribble in the backcourt. Full court pressure coming on here from Osceola. Ahead to Ballou, stolen away, saved from going out of bounds. Vance gets it, sidestep the defender and scores. MJ Vance puts the Seminoles back on top by 1.
Oh, thought he had numbers there.
Over to Wagner. Wagner lost it momentarily, but he'll go to the free throw line. Manila back on top.
Foul charge to number 1, Greg Hooks, his 4th.
And they're going to call that foul before the shot.
Okay, I thought it was an M1 there.
So 2 coming up.
Missed the first one.
This one will tie it back up. Missed them both.
Ballou had the foul. It's going to give him 4.
That puts Hooks at the line.
And he's 4 for 7 tonight from the free throw line.
First one will fall.
Checking in the game for the Seminoles, number 22, J.D. Winder.
J.D. Winder checking back into the game. Chris Littleton back in the game. Hooks has made it a 2-point game. It'll stay at 2. And they are just trying to keep the ball out of Ballou's hands. Ballou wanted a screen. He's going to drive. Floater won't fall. Wagner trying to chase down the rebound, but it's Scales who comes down with it. And now Ballou.
Timeout, Osceola.
Ooh, Ballou is close to picking up his 5th there.
Timeout, Osceola. Looks like one of the players called the timeout, so it'll be a full timeout. Coach Stuck, I didn't call it.
Timeout charge for the Seminoles.
Both teams down to 1 timeout now.
32 seconds remaining. Taking a look at the Seminoles here, drawing up a play. Surely they are not going to go back to trying to run out the rest of this clock. They probably won't get a chance, as Manila's probably going to foul them and put them back at the free throw line.
Well, Manila's going full court. It's going to be a try to steal the inbounds, and then if they don't get it, then a quick foul.
Take a look at that saved ball by Newsome. MJ Vance tracking it down and then sidestepping the defense. There's the inbound into Hooks. Hooks fouled immediately, and it's Ty Wagner picking up number 5.
Foul charge for number 3, Ty Wagner, his 5th.
The third line to foul out.
Anthony Lopez now checking back in. Or checking in for the first time, I should say. Hooks hits the first one, 3-point ball game. This will make it a 2-possession game here. Oh, rims in and out. That one did everything but fall. Now over to Harmon, now to Ballou. Ballou. Oh, got away with the travel there. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Lions.
Lopez could not come up with that pass.
Trying to find somebody to get it to. Oh. Vance just got pushed right out of bounds. Yeah, that's Abraham Lopez picking up his 2nd.
Foul charge for number 24, Abraham Lopez, his 3rd. At the line for the Seminoles, number 4, MJ Vance.
Two-possession ball game with 19.6 seconds left. Off the mark, Thomas comes down with a rebound for the Lions. Got to push it, 15 seconds left. Over to Ballou. Ballou trying to bring it up the floor. Out to Thomas. Thomas, they turn it over. 5 seconds remaining, and that will do it. Vance will score to cap things off, and the Seminoles are your 3A3 district tournament champions, upsetting Manila on their home floor by a final score of 66-60. MJ Vance scoring the final basket of the game.
Looks like their administrators over there getting lined. He's telling his players.
Well, the Seminoles certainly deserve to celebrate this one, but what a hard-fought game for the Manila Lions to hang in there.
And like I say, both teams will go on and play at Truman next week.
Again, 66-60 the final. We're going to step aside for a quick break. We'll come back and wrap things up here for the final time on Tubetown.
You've got a lot of choices when you buy home furnishings. There are many reasons to choose Hubbard & Hoke Furniture, Blytheville and Osceola. At Hubbard & Hoke, you'll find a great selection of furniture, appliances, bedding, and electronics with outstanding service, 6 ways to finance your purchase, and free local delivery. Plus, you'll get a great deal every day on name brands you know and trust. Great deals, outstanding service, and free delivery. You're going to love Hubbard & Hoke Furniture, Blytheville and Osceola.
Using the internet is like drinking water. Every time you do something online, it's like taking a sip. If you don't have many devices and mainly use the internet for email or social media, you don't need much supply. But if you have a lot of devices, doing things like streaming video or playing video games, you'll need more. We can help you get the right plan that matches the way your family uses the internet. Visit us online to learn more. Ritter Communications, right by you.
Andy Maness and West Cisco welcome you back to the Lions Den, where Manila has fallen on their home floor tonight to the Osceola Seminoles, 66-60. The final score is the Seminoles are your 3A3 district champions, and it was a hard-fought game for them tonight, Wes.
Great ball game, and the third time's a charm, like as you were saying earlier. But I tell you what, Manila made them earn it tonight.
They sure did. A hard-fought game. They trailed 9-0 to start this ball game, came back and led at halftime, were able to tie it up twice, once at the end of the fourth quarter and then in the overtime period. Definitely a hard-fought game, but just could not overcome Osceola tonight.
But I tell you what, Osceola probably could have got this win in regulation. They went 17 out of 31 from the free throw stripe.
Yeah, left a lot out there for sure. Well, big thanks to everybody who made this year possible. Of course, all of our camera operators and broadcasting crew in the truck. Certainly couldn't do that without these guys. And big thanks to all of our sponsors this year as well, because certainly couldn't do it without them. And appreciate you guys, the viewers, for hanging in here with us all year long. Make sure you like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at Tubetown Online. Keep up with everything we're doing. We're all the time bringing you great things in the community all around Northeast Arkansas, and of course try to keep you up to date on everything that happens in the sporting world here in Northeast Arkansas as well. Wes Cisco, any final words before we sign off?
I'll tell you, this has been a tremendous year of basketball for Tubetown, and I just want to thank you, partner, for helping me there. And I tell you what, let's do it again next year. What you say?
Absolutely. Hope to have you guys back with us again next year as well. For West Cisco and all of our broadcast crew here at the Lions Den, I'm Andy Maness saying so long. We'll see you again here on Tubetown.